Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Antoine Taylor from True Stories Media, back at it again with our weekly podcast, Mogul Motivation. And this week, I want to just briefly discuss why I started this podcast. When I started Mogul Motivation, I wanted to create a platform for the have-nots. I wanted to create a platform for Black Americans who come from poverty-ridden communities, who come from the bottom, Black Americans who don't have many resources, Black Americans who don't have much support. I wanted to start this podcast for Black Americans who have a dream and a vision to be entrepreneurs. I want to start this podcast for people of all races who fit that same category. If you come from poverty, if you come from nothing, if you don't have resources, but you want to be an entrepreneur, you have a dream, I started this podcast for you. So that every week you can get empowered. You can tune in, get empowered, get enthused, and be re-energized to go back out there, follow your dreams, build your business, and become a success. I started this podcast for myself because I don't just do this for you guys. I do it for myself as well because I need to take my own advice time and time again. I started this podcast for the rebels. You see, one of the most rebellious acts you can do as a Black American man, as a Black American woman in America in 2016, one of the most rebellious acts you can do is become an entrepreneur. One of the most rebellious things you can do is follow your dreams, because when you do that, when you become an entrepreneur, you're telling the world that you don't need a check. You don't need a paycheck to succeed and to sustain your life. You have a dream, and your dream is going to build that security and build the entire life that you have dreamed for yourself and your family. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're just striving to be something great, even if you're striving to follow your dreams and whatever your dream job may be, a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, a physicist, it does not matter. You're telling the world that no matter where I come from, no matter what I've been through, no matter what my name is, no matter what resources I had at my disposal growing up, that I can still achieve this dream. I can still become what I imagine. I can still imagine reality. I want you to be a rebel with a cause. That's what we are. As entrepreneurs and dreamers, we're rebels with a cause. Our cause is our dream, because our dream is not just going to benefit us. It's not going to benefit our family. It's going to benefit our communities. It's going to benefit others. It's going to provide opportunities for the next person down the line. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I started Mogul Motivation, because we're rebels. And one of the most rebellious acts is to be an entrepreneur, is to go out there and build something from the ground up with little to no help. Everybody has a little help from time to time. But for the most part, people who fit that criteria that I just described earlier, Black Americans who come from poverty, who come from little to no resources, working class families, we don't have much support. We don't have much financial support. We don't have much mental and emotional support. We just don't have it. We don't have the luxury as billionaires and millionaires, self-made billionaires and millionaires who come from old money. Excuse me, not self-made, but they come from old money, meaning that their families were rich before they were born. We don't have the luxury of a Donald Trump. We don't have the luxury of a George Soros. We don't have these luxuries. So we build everything from the ground up, and that is rebellious, because we're telling the world that we don't need you, and we don't have to go through this society and status quo of what they think we need to be. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to be rebels. No matter what happens in this world and in this country, continue to be a rebel. Continue to hold your head up high. Continue to be enthused. Continue to be courageous and go forward and build your business, build your dreams, and make it happen. Don't let nobody stop you. Nobody, no elected official in this country, no person against you can stop you. Nothing can stop you. The only thing that can stop you is yourself. It's not going to be easy, but it's necessary that we keep going. So let's keep working. Let's imagine reality, and let's make it happen. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.